Hi friends. So before awakening, I used to have these questions, so that's why I'm sharing it with you all. Are there truly different levels of this thing? Because we talk of um, different levels of embodiment. We could talk of definitely different levels of embodiment, right? So you could see it from two perspectives. From the absolute perspective, awakening enlightenment is an absolute oxymoron. It doesn't exist. It's all an illusion within an illusion. There's no enlightenment. It doesn't exist because there are no separate beings, no separate entities anywhere. So who is to get enlightened? It's just all bullshit, right? Now, if you take, well, that's outside of the dream, right? If you go into the dream and you believe in the separate entities, you believe that there are separate entities, yes, there are deeper and deeper levels of embodiment. Just the same way, like my first teacher, Sadhguru, I wouldn't compare Sadhguru to Ramana Maharshi. It's just not the same level. But when I say level, the mind starts to put it in a hierarchy, some kind of hierarchy. So I'm always kind of hesitant to say level. Level is not the right word. But just in the same way that you shouldn't compare McDonald's with a 3-star restaurant, you shouldn't compare, Sadhguru with Buddha, Artem or Teja or Ramana or even myself. It's not, it's not comparable because it's not the same purpose as well, right? But when we say that, I'm afraid that the mind will put some hierarchy, that there are some beings who are more enlightened than others. And if you do that, you're right back in duality and you're right back in the dream and in the illusion. So from the absolute perspective, nobody says this better than Teja, but I say the same because that's been my experience, that there are no separate entities at all who need to get enlightened. Whoever got enlightened, that's all just bullshit. It's just nonsense. It doesn't exist, actually. And if they do get enlightened, it's mostly just what's happening. In the same way that in a dream at night, you just wake up like that, boom. And you could have meditated for 20 years. It doesn't mean shit because you might not wake up at all. But one guy wakes up like this. Why? Because you have no control over it. In the same way that your dream at night, you had no control over it. How you woke up from a dream. Now within this dream, you will see different teachers and masters who advocate different things. And some will say that some effort is needed and some will say that no effort is needed. And it's beyond both, actually. It doesn't matter at all. And yes, in the dream, from the perspective of the dream, yes, there are different levels, we could say, of embodiment. Yes. You could talk of different levels of embodiment, but from the absolute perspective, no, because there are no separate entities that need to get enlightened or ever got enlightened. That's all bullshit. Guys, if you get that, you'll just save so much time. Before I woke up from the dream, I struggled so much with this question, who is this, is this person at this level? As long as the mind is obsessed with levels, you've not woken up yet, but when you have, you will know. And, I was obsessed with this thing, is this person completely enlightened? Is this person like in God consciousness? Is this person? That's how the mind, plays the game of enlightenment, and it's bullshit. It's actually bullshit. But you need to, you go through that, you need to go through that. Oh boy, what a journey. Just have a good laugh at yourself and If you can't wake up, don't struggle. Let it come. Let it come. You have no control over this thing. Truly. Meditate if you feel like it, of course, and it might cause awakening, it might not. Don't expect anything, and just remember there are no separate beings, so you don't need to wake up. You just find the way you are, and just don't worry. Live your life normally. Don't worry, don't be too obsessed about the enlightenment thing like I was, because I wasted so many years of my life. Just live normally like a normal person, go to work, have a family, just live a normal life. And if it's meant to happen in your story, it will. Don't worry about that. Just relax. Just forget about awakening. Just relax. And don't worry. That's my best advice. I love you all. Bye.